Hello guys and welcome to Manyisho TV, and today in our blend show we have a guest, and before I introduce him, in episode 3 it's getting amazing and so fascinating, and we are so humble and to host one of great guys in the industry, in the film industry, and welcome so much my brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So we will start by introduction. Facing the camera, you tell us your name and where you come from and what you do.
Okay, so thank you for having me at Manyisho TV.
Yep.
My name is Job Koroa.
Job Koroa.
And well known as Lenkai out here because I play the role Lenkai in Nanyorrai.
Yeah.
That is a series that is on KTN Home every Monday and Tuesday at 7:30. And and also I'm a photographer, a videographer, an editor, and also a student.
Student at
Talanta. Yeah.
But before even we get to Talanta, I know you did IT at St. Paul, and how did it come that you shifted to acting?
Well, I think there's a way we normally feel there's somewhere we have a lot of passion in.
Yes.
And I think when I was doing IT, I did my diploma up to the last exam actually. But then I felt...
Wait, until
the last exam.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
But then it went to a point whereby these programming things and it became just not my thing because at that time I was doing photography, and I felt a lot of my time and a lot of my dedication into photography and all that. Yeah.
So I see you're dressing in Maasai attire, and Manyisho TV is an indigenous channel, and it's so it's a good thing having you here, and the fact that you have been into industry, that is for acting and filming, and it's really, we are so humbled to have you here.
Thank you.
So before we continue, what exactly made you desire to do acting?
Well, I'll start it funny enough that I've always wanted to be behind the lens.
Yeah.
And so when I got that urge that I need to go to school and study TV and film. Actually, I didn't want to go and do TV and film. I just wanted a short course to do photography and videography, so that I can learn the basic skills and also get the papers. But now when I went to the school that is Talanta Institute, and they explained to me about TV and film and what it entails, I saw that this is what I've been looking for in my quest for the knowledge to acquire this videography and photography. So when I did my Talanta course, actually we had a project week. So there is this guy who came to do a master class for us, and when he did the master class, he actually explained TV and film in a whole in just one class, and I got even more interested now in TV and film, and that's how I landed now into the TV and film industry.
That's really amazing. And the fact that we don't have even a channel, TV channel in Maasai, what are your interests or what are your vision?
Well, I can say I think I'm seeing guys are trying out here. In Maasai we have some few upcoming TV stations.
Yeah.
Actually, Manyisho being one of them.
Manyisho being one of them. So yeah.
Actually, we have some which were radio stations, but now they're trying to become a TV station. We have C-Day, we have Nkishonema, those ones.
Yeah.
So I think I see people are trying out here at least to sell out our culture because we are very rich.
Yeah. And the fact that we are indigenous, Maasai are indigenous people, and do you think it's the right time now for Africans to tell their own story?
Well, I feel we have been behind so much, and maybe for a lack of a better word, people have been taking advantage because they know of
how rich the culture is.
Yeah. But now that we have you have me, we have others who are in the industry of this filming and telling stories. It's the right time to start building our own brands and telling our own stories from scratch. Yeah.
That's really amazing. And let me go back to my notes. Now we are you are a main character in Nanyorrai. How do you find it? You just get into the industry, and boom, you're the main character.
Well, like I stated at first, I've always wanted to be behind the lens, and now this particular time, now that I'm an actor, let me take you back to how I got the role, Lenkai in Nanyorrai. Well, I can say the things happened in a mysterious way because personally, I never dreamt of being an actor. Or have I ever just woken up and said, I just want to be like this person who is acting out there. So what happened, we were doing that production in the school, and then now the guy who came for the master class, actually he's the director in Nanyorrai. He approached me and told me there is a TV production coming up, a telenovela, and I want you to come and audition for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with acting because it was not my thing.
Yeah, you were doing IT, then you just ventured into filming. Photography. Yeah.
So now when it comes to this new idea, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. So I had to. Actually, it took the whole day for him to convince me to do this audition for acting. So I went, even asked my classmates, just like a consultation, munaonaje history ya acting or this guy. And then there's one thing that I normally say. If I don't know you and I see your dress code, I know who you are. But now, guys, as sasa saizi, I'm in the film industry, I know how we dress. Yeah. We don't dress to, we there are those times we're in the set and we don't look that good because we are there for almost a week and everything, so our clothes ni zile tumse. So now this guy, who is the director, actually is called Manyisho Tv. So now this guy comes in, he's in that setup of set juu amezoea kuvaa hivyo, alafu unakuja kuniambia uko na deal ya TV.
Ya deal gani msee na kumbe msee anapiga mashow huko nje bana.
So mimi nilikuwa like hapa, this thing is not real. Actually I even went ahead to ask the lecturer at the school. This guy told me that he has an idea and he wants me to act in a certain role in an upcoming TV series. So I was like, how do you see the idea? Now, even though I think alinipea motisha kubwa sana.
Ukasema hii kitu nafanya bwana.
He told me that he has been dreaming to have such an opportunity but hajaipata. Ile close shape.
And there you are, wewe umeambiwa tu utasa kuja ufanye.
Actually the closest amekuja aliambia ni extra.
Yeah.
Sasa mimi mtu anakuja anakuambia, actually baka anakukotia, anakuambia nakulipa mshahara kiasi fulani yenye hata hujaifikiria, anakuuliza in your productions, weddings and photography unapatanga ngapi?
Hapo sasa unakuna kitu unaona
si nyingi, ni kama 20 kienda sana. Anakuambia hapana, I can pay even you triple or double.
Uko serious? Wow, that's amazing.
So actually siku take even his number at that point because mimi hiyo story acting bado hajaniingia kwa akili. So ni ile tu bado I'm just doing some consultation and I think after 3 days it can hit. I'm this one person. Let's say you see something in me but I don't see it in myself. I will end up questioning myself, why did you tell me to do this and not this? And then maybe there's something you saw that nisikuona. So after 3 days I called him. Now nimesha settle. I told him now I want to do the auditions. Can I do an audition? So he told me actually the deadline was yesterday. So lakini akaniambia tu tuma tu video tuone venye kutaenda. So the virtual audition actually first deadline ilikuwa ishapita. So akaniambia you send me your video tuone tu how we will consider you. So I never knew anything about monologues back then. Yes, you have the basic concepts, but now sasa the monologue that an actor has to bring and bring expressions and everything, sikuwa na any clue.
So ukapiga tu maneno zako ukachukua simu.
I just took my phone and I did a video just talking to myself na vitu tu zinakuja kwa akili.
Zina flow tu.
Si script ama ni something nimeshika.
So it wasn't scripted.
It wasn't scripted. Nimetulia tu kwa nyumba, think of a situation, video chukua. And actually hata sikuchukua take mingi. Moja tu.
Ni ile tu unapigaga tu wide shots.
Unafunga watu unasema hii iende tu.
Kaende
venye itakuwa. So the guy akaniambia the virtual audition sasa. Akaniambia the physical audition was to happen tomorrow now. So I have to attend because nisha pass nyingine. Virtual. Imagine from the deadline and now we're passing to the physical audition now. So I went to the physical audition. I met so many guys there who walini challenge ile mbaya sana because
ukienda pale ulikuwa how was your dressing code? Tuanze kutoka hapo.
A normal dressing code.
Sikuwa nimepiga suti.
I was expecting nione nifanye suti lakini okay, sikuwa na any idea of auditions venye zinakaanga. So nikasema tu acha ni pull out venye nakuanga tu nimevaa during a normal day and considering it was a weekend. So nilikuwa tumevaa tu casual yangu pole pole nakuja huko.
Ukatokea.
Now you meet people who have been in the industry,
and outgoing people,
and actually I'm one person before tujuane nitakuwa silent in the crowd. Just to observe everyone, nione venye kuko. Nimetulia tu mahali nimesikiza tu ma story mtu anaongelea this show, these movies on Netflix, these movies on nini.
So ungeongelelea story ya Masai na nini?
The closest nilikuja sijui kama ni actually niliuliza kama wanauza chakula huko. Closest conversation I had in that video wakati watu wanakuwa na topics zile kubwa
ukauliza kama kuna cafeteria huko.
Inaonekana hii conversation sipatani nayo. So we were given scripts and then unapatiwa partner. Now it was Lenkai na Jackline, Manyisho and Tunai. Those are the names in the destination. So I was given na Shipai. The lady Claudia na Sabwa. Now that yenye bado tunafanya na yeye na Shipai. It's lucky enough that we did the audition na yeye and then tukapata hiyo role na yeye. Unaona? And then considering pia she's coming from Samburu and
we are almost
the same. And the other guys wenye walikuwa pia you are couples tu wenye you're doing for those roles. Actually nilipatiwa mtu mwingine this lady, she did a Netflix thing and she's big out there. So nikapatiwa role. So, actually hapo sasa nikaambiwa make a scenario. Unajua as Masais and I'm sorry to say this, it will hurt you lakini we are not romantic.
Hiyo si ni kitu iko. We do the bidding bwana. We do the bidding. So it is what it is, you know.
Nikaambiwa there is this scenario. This lady is your lover. Now mmepatiwa scenario now.
Bring Masai, we don't talk much
about love. And then romance outside hapana. Kwanza hiyo. So tukakuwa na hii scenario. The girl wants to hug me. Like we don't do it in Masai that way. We don't do it.
Kitu tumekimbiza sana. Hii story tumekimbiza sana.
Fanyangi hivyo. Baka wale judges wako like this guy has a point. He is Masai. So the first audition venye nilifanya sound stage now, bro, I had no idea of what I'm doing. I had only the concept of English, whereby you just have to be confident, you just have to look uko juu, usiangalie watu directly because unaweza lose focus. So venye tulifanya the first audition, actually we were so many guys, so I didn't happen to pass through your place. So I did my audition and then I was told to wait for a call back. In case kama nimepata nitakuja, kama sijapata
ni sawa.
Taisere.
Taisere.
Uenda hivyo. So now the second audition ilinipata Marsabit. I was in Marsabit back then. And Marsabit has a problem of network. So kupata mtu through a call ni ngumu sana. So these guys have been looking for me for call when kuja your second audition now. Actually, ile siku yenye napatikana kwa network, napigiwa simu naambiwa buda, tumekutafuta sana hata kushinda pesa ya Kenya.
Na venye ipatikani doza.
So I told them I was in Marsabit na network kidogo ni issue. So actually the time he called me, and you need to come for the audition and kesho. Imagine coming all the way from Marsabit.
That was a struggle.
But now, okay, the first audition says I knew what I was doing. The second audition now, it many hits. Now I have a purpose of why I'm doing this. And actually when I got that call, I just made a decision hapo that I have to travel to Nairobi. I went to town in Marsabit. You know, Marsabit is not a good area in terms of security. And imagine unaingia town, unasikia tu mtu mmoja ameshutiwa down. Ile place unaenda matatu ndo hizi hapa kando yake kuna mtu ameshutiwa. And then there is chaos in the town. But now lazima tufike kwa matatu uende Nairobi, because now this second audition nilikuwa na feel kama I need this thing.
Now you started seeing that I need this.
So now the second audition nikakuja, I did it, and I think from there it was I did my presentation. It was appealing, iliwafurahisha, and that's why I got the role now.
Wow, that's amazing. So sorry to cut you short, but what are your expectations in this field now that because this opportunity, you're a known person there as Lenkai? What are your expectations, and how are you going to transfer whatever you got from this industry back home?
Well, I think there's so many things that from this film industry that I have learned that I have never known how to do them. And with these skills, basically, like telling our stories from a natural source, it will be very much easier. Like, let's say saizi, we have this way of, you have an interpreter, I have another guy,
someone to transcribe, and yet we have people who can do that. Yes.
And then there is a way, if let's say now I say something in Masai and you put it in Swahili, you will distort the information.
Exactly. Yes.
So now, if now I'm in that industry, I think those are the things that I'm going to do, because I have the exposure and I have the good people to interact with and to work with also. You can be also one of them. So
yes, definitely.
And there are so many other guys I also know in the industry. And we have a lot of things to show in our society. From the way we live, from the way we do our weddings, from so many things to show.
I'm telling you. So again, what message do you pass? Okay, let's not even go to the message first. In Nanyorrai, what are the objectives behind Nanyorrai? Like, what is the storyline of the whole, of the whole series?
Well, Nanyorrai is just like a basic setting of a Maasai homestead, and what we do normally in our lives as Maasai. And we have quite good lessons from Nanyorrai, whereby we have this allowing the girl child to do higher education to a point afanye university, even further and further, apate job yake, and she does everything. The other side is about, we the Maasai, we believe that the wildlife, let's say like the lion now, or hizi vitu zingine, we have to kill them so that maybe you can
become a warrior.
Or, you can
that was a sign of being a warrior.
A warrior now, But now coming to this era that we are in, the wildlife itself is giving people jobs, and it's also earning money back to the society, because you see visitors come to see these Maasai people, they come to see these wild animals. So in Nanyorrai we preach the word of conservation, and the benefits of conservation in that area. And also basically in Nanyorrai it's a love story between two people, that is Lenkai and Nashipai.
And there is this lady also, the actor, who happened that she is in love with Lenkai, but Lenkai is so blinded that he can't see he can't see her. And the fact that with medication in the story, she's always there with Lenkai when he was beaten. So it's a good story, and the fact that you are the one telling the story, and
so
representing now the whole community.
So you find now in this story, like any love story, young love story, it faces a lot of challenges in the society. Well, for Lenkai, he's this young, ambitious Maasai man, Moran, who wants to be a pilot in his career, and he has these barriers. Like, he does not come from a very good background. He's poor. So actually, after finishing his Form 4, he didn't go to any school after that. But he had still a dream to become a pilot. So what he was doing at that moment was looking for a job at KWS, of which in the story, my uncle who was connecting me to the KWS officer connected me to someone mwenye, okay, siwezi sema ni conman or nini. Actually, I went for the interview and then unaambiwa ofisi ilihama, hakuna ofisi.
Wow.
So I think in the story Nanyorrai, it's just a basic way of how we Maasai do live, and then we have a lot of cultures that so to say they are outdated and they are affecting our generation actually, leave alone our grandfathers and our mothers who had this culture, and they were so comfortable with it because they didn't see we are diverse now, and there are so many different things that have taken place in our lives. Actually, at some point hakuna mwenye amai kuja Nairobi or these big cities or had an education that is so big. So getting an opportunity that now you're a student, you are exposed to the world, how it is, and then
Masai, sort of there is this saying from Masai, "Enkongona ipungone nyengen." They either live, they feel it, sees further.
Exactly.
So it's really good that we got that exposure as young Masai warriors, and we are giving back to our society and trying to change the situation. And I'm so happy having you on this show.
Thank you.
It's really, thank you for coming and giving us this opportunity to interview you.
You're welcome.
And it means a lot to Manyisho TV. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up this show, thank you very much and continue supporting the show. And on our episode 3 of the Blend Show, it's so amazing having you. Continue subscribing, like, and comment. And before I end, I'll just want to go back to our guest and where can we find you other than the Nanyorrai? What are your social media handles, and before even that, what is your message to the young warriors back home?
Well, the message back to the warriors at home.
The one probably you should look that camera, I think so.
Probably what I will tell this young Moran or this young lady from the Maasai community or from those sides of places, push yourself to do what your heart loves, or you feel like it is so what is it called? So safe you're doing it. Like I did IT and it was not something that I wanted to continue with it, so I had to transfer now to do a new course, and it's a hands-on skill, and it's helping me a lot. And then we have this way of actually there's someone I remember who told me she loves acting, but now she has this problem that she can't go to do auditions. You can't get a role without doing audition. And then in the acting industry, it needs a lot of perseverance and a lot of patience, because sorry to say, I think in the industry they are so biased in a way. We see the same faces in each and every series or in each and every upcoming movie. Netflix, a new movie comes, you already know who is there. So don't usichoke. It's a process. And this audition, they are healthy, because there's someone I know who did almost even over 1,000 and only got one show, and it was a killer show, which was so big to him, and it raised his platform very high. So it's good to push yourself and believe in your dreams also, and get out of your comfort zone, do something that is good.
Amazing. You just
social media.
Yes, tell me.
So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, anywhere at Koroa Job. And I think there's something. There is another account. It's a business account.
Yes.
It's called Magical Note Creatives.
Actually, I was sorry. That was it's called sorry, I did check it. Founder of Magical North Creatives.
Yeah.
Yes. To wrap up, what is Magical North Creatives?
Well, Magical North Creatives is a company that we're still growing, and it's something that I envision that in the coming years we will have everything that is required in a wedding or an event.
Yeah.
Like currently we have 4 people. That is the videographer, the photographer, the DJ who has a sound system, and we also have a makeup artist who is a lady.
Yeah.
So as we go by, we want to grow and have a lady who does baking, the cakes.
Baking.
Yeah.
I have someone for you for the baking. Okay. Actually, he works with us.
Okay.
I will definitely going to connect you with
Nice.
her. Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Like we also need those someone who will be having tents, who will be having an event organizer.
Yeah.
Like we it's a dream that it was brought up by 2 people. Actually, myself and a guy called Bilal, who was formerly known as Arki Graphics, and formerly I was known as Korowa Photography.
Yeah.
So we had to do away with our brands and come with one, which is Magical North
Magical
Creatives.
North Creatives.
The reason why I choose Magical North Creatives is because we are creating magic from the north, and we are creatives.
That's really amazing. You just had it loud and clear. And from our studio, we say thank you very much for supporting Manyisho TV. And as always, we wrap it with what? Last words.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And thank you for supporting Manyisho TV.
Nada de bat. Gito gage na shuyelma.